Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. This evening's shave, as I mentioned in my last video, is going to be using the Meetup soap from the Northwest Wetshavers Meet. That was made by 345. You can see here the 345 logo as well as the Tetons Shaves logo there. The scent notes on this are bergamot, patchouli, and sandalwood. And I definitely get the sweetness of the bergamot and then the sandalwood as well, and the patchouli just kind of acts as a nice blending note. The razor this evening is one that was in the gift box, or the gift bag, and that is the Parker SRW. This has a brand new Parker saloon blade. Then the bowl is the hand HC&C copper, or not copper, HC&C stainless steel bowl. And the brush is going to be the Teton Shaves brush as well, because I like the brush. And everything except for the bowl was gotten up at the meetup. So I purchased the brush, and then purchased the splash, and the razor and the blades came in the gift bag. As the soap. The soap, if you were one of the first, I think it's 50 people, as far as attendees were, you got the soap, and then I like the scent of the soap enough that I got the splash. Now, I've never used the Parker, any Parker Chevettes. I have heard the Parkers are kind of plagued by QA issues. You can see there a little bit of the plastic wasn't kind of cleaned off all the way, and then as far as that lines up, a little gap there, right there is touching. So QA, it's not peened evenly. It doesn't seem to hit the blade at all when it's being closed, so I'm not too worried about that. So we'll see how it goes. I know a lot of people complain about the Parkers because they're so narrow on the spine and everything else. But that does remind me a lot of the classic Samurai. So we will see how it goes with Parker. I still have that little wonderful thing on my neck. So for no issues on the downstroke. .345 is a phenomenal soap. I could probably get this a little bit more hydrated. And I'll say the first few times I've used 345 and bowl lathered it, I kind of overhydrated it, so it was really soupy. Not soupy, but it was not as thick in the consistency that I like. So this one I tried to underhydrate a little bit more. And I could probably take a little bit more water in here. Though it is still letting this saloon blade do its job. And it's cutting it pretty well. As I mentioned, John from 345 was there, and had a good chat with him a couple times. I smelled a lot of the soaps that he brought. Oh, I actually got myself there a little bit. Not sure that happened. Just was not seated properly. Looks like it's a little slightly uneven, potentially. Maybe as it comes up with the toe. So I have heard with these Parkers, especially with these clown ones, you have to be careful because they can bite a little bit. And I think I was up there a little bit. So there's blood with the Parker. See, everyone bleeds once in a while. First use on this Chevette. Doesn't protect the heel or the toe of the blade at all. I think it's a little bit too heavy-handed there or something, I don't know. But definitely on me, not on the razor. So let's see how the rest of the shave goes. That's not bad. There, it's not bad at all. Now, it's just because y'all don't want to see that redness right there. Just gonna get that to hopefully stop there for a moment. There. All right, so far, the Parker is not a horrible Chevette, notwithstanding. The soap has a beautiful scent to it. As you can see, it probably could take even more water. That may be why that little wonderfulness happened. Maybe it didn't get it wet enough. I think for me, at least with 345, I like to face lather it. Once I face lathered Shark Bite, I was able to get a really nice lather. It'll dial it in. I know, at least for me, it seems like some soaps, I do better with the face lather and start with the bowl lather. And 345 may actually be a face lathering soap for me, which is okay. Because I did not plan on getting rid of or slaying this soap at all. I love the scent. Performance is fantastic when it's dialed in. And again, that was on me. This Parker's not bad. Is it my favorite Chevette? No. I need to work on that. That even exposure a little bit more. But it's not horrible. Minus that little thing right there. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Parker blade. Probably not the best blade out there. Not horrible. It is smooth. Try to get really hydrated for this last pass. And in true fashion, it scooped out way too much soap. This time I used the guitar pick. If I can, let me dry that off here real quick. So use the 345 guitar pick to scoop out the soap. I've never used their guitar pick scoops to scoop soap before, so I wasn't sure how much to use. I've always used a little spoon. Even with the spoon, I would have gotten too much. Now this is a consistency I like. Yeah, nice and this is a good one. Dialed in. A little bit of, if I had more on the brush, it'd be a little peaky. Consistency of like Greek yogurt kind of stuff. Makes you work a little more. Still need to dial in 345. Like I said, I haven't used it a ton. Mostly with the scent of shark bite not being one of my favorites, but due to the heavy wood. Now that it's toned down on my puck, and I have this scent, I will be using 345 a lot more. And I'm planning on getting more of his scents as well. Because of what I smelled, every one of them there was one I wouldn't mind. I would definitely purchase. It's a good soap, and they were all really good scents. I think shark bite kind of threw me off a little bit. I don't know if this scent will be offered to the general public. If not, it's a shame because it's a really good scent. Don't need to shave my eyebrows or my eyes. All right. Now the Parker, when it's that little Q8 issue, doesn't seem to be shaving really, it's not affecting the shave at all, notwithstanding. The Parker blade, not bad. Is this the most comfortable one to use? I like the length of the tail. I wish this were a little bit wider, but all in all, it's not bad. I think this has a little more blade exposure than the classic samurai that I'm used to. At least in this form factor. Because the classic samurai is a fairly mild Chevette. Just a little bit more blade feel. And like I said, I don't think on that first pass the leather was hydrated enough. That's 100% on me for not knowing the lather very well. Not on the soap itself, so don't go take that the wrong way. It's a really good soap once you get hydrated properly. Don't be like me and underhydrate it. I should be hearing that, but I'm watching the other room. A little clean up here. And actually, feels really good. A little bit right there above the neck. And a little bit right there. Clean up the line on the right hand side, and I think we're good. Something I would recommend with the Parker here is definitely pay attention to that blade lineup, because I think my exposure is just a little off. That may be messing with some things a little bit, but it's not bad. Like I said, I'm definitely getting a lot more blade feel on this. the Classic Samurai. And the heel and the toe on this, on the blade, are much more exposed. So this is not as safe of a chevette as others. So something else to keep in mind on the SRX or SRW. All right, so other than one little issue there, not a bad shave. I'm gonna do a quick cleanup and I'll be right back for the boat. All right, so to do a quick cleanup, just again, remember the soap was this awesome soap by 345, the Northwest Wet Shavers Meat. Fantastic scent, fantastic soap. Absolutely loved the scent on this one. The eraser was the Parker SRW. Again, if you're going to use one of these, be careful of those exposed heel and toe, because you can get yourself pretty easily with this one over like a Classic Samurai. Lather was whipped up in the HC&C lather bowl. The brush was this absolutely beautiful Teton Shaves, drawing a blank on what he calls this series, Zen series. That's what it is, the Zen series. See if I can, yes, you can see that a little better. With one of his knots, I can't remember what he calls his knots. Beautiful knot on here, absolutely wonderful. And these, I finished up with the matching splash, round bottle, don't like round bottles, but I like this restrictor. It's recessed down in there as far as this is concerned, but then you turn it upside down, you have to kind of shake it to get going. It just does a couple drops by itself. It's a really nice restrictor. They just changed that form factor on from the round bottle. I'd be even happier. But something I noticed on there, you have 345 and Teton Shaves logo. So excellent shave. As with all the products in here, not a bad chevette. It's a relatively cheap chevette. I think it's like 15 bucks, something like that normally. If you want a decent chevette that you can learn on, but will potentially cut yourself while you're learning to stretch and everything, not a bad one. Not my highest recommendation, but not a bad chevette, especially for a little for a budget one. Anyway, thank you guys again for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all next time.